Okay. Today we're going to be talking about mobile devices. We are group four. Um, so what are mobile devices? Mobile devices are devices that have a voice communication capabilities that can connect to local communications remotely and can acquire information through Wi-Fi. Mobile devices are phones, tablets, or e-readers. E-readers are Nooks or electronic reading devices that you can use to read books. The most common vulnerabilities to mobile devices are stolen devices, phishing, and malware. Mobile phone phishing attacks mostly happen through phone calls or SMS messages. People are often tricked by people posing as reputable sponsors from companies. They do this to get your private information. Malware is acquired on your phone by someone installing malicious applications on their phone, intentionally or unintentionally. Malware such as Trojans, worms, rootkit, spyware, viruses, etc., are installed on the phone, and the malware will download all the information on the phone and send it back to the hacker. Stolen phones are taken and then used to steal information. This mostly happens if someone leaves their phone unattended, or leave their phone unlocked, or have a weak passcode. Now, to protect yourself against these vulnerabilities, the first thing you can do when it relates to phishing is to avoid links or avoid links that are malicious or suspicious, and only click on links from reputable sources. Also, if you do get a phone call, make sure that you do not disclose any information on the phone unless you're 100% sure that the person behind the phone is from a reputable company or place. To protect yourself from your phone being stolen, the best thing you can do is to keep track of where your phone is by keeping it in your pocket or keeping it in a place secure, or installing a Find My Device application on your phone, where if you lose your phone, you can track it in the near future. Um, then, to protect yourself from malware, make sure that you only download applications from the App Store. Avoid pressing malicious links, and don't download pictures, videos, applications from suspicious websites. Only use the app store that your phone comes with. Okay. When it relates to mobile devices, the CI triad is very important because it is used to keep devices and applications secure. Um, the C in CIA triad stands for confidentiality. I stands for integrity, and A stands for availability. Confidentiality deals with making sure that your data from an organization is kept private or classified. To maintain confidentiality, an organization must make sure people are enabled to have proper authorization of access to important information. So they must make sure that the phones are encrypted and passwords are used to keep the phone secure or device secure. For integrity, integrity can only be maintained if the data that is used is accurate, reliable, authentic. Um, when it relates to mobile devices, such as phones, tablets, and e-readers, they must be secured with digital signature protocols and checksums to ensure integrity. Um, that means the applications must be up to date with patches and any security updates. For availability, availability refers to organizations' ability to have their network systems applications functioning as they should when they are needed and when they're also not needed. And it should also not take a exorbitant amount of time to access that data. So if a cyber attack or a national disaster happens, protocols should be in place to ensure that the data is available to the right people and the people that are authorized for that data. Failure to do so will make it very hard to access information when a tragedy perspires. And
The history of research for mobile device security. One of the first mobile device viruses that was ever created was named Kabir. This was a simple message that would be displayed on a Nokia phone in the early 2000s. While this virus had no function other than to display this message, it showed the vulnerabilities within mobile devices in their early years. In further development, these devices moved from simple endpoint to endpoint communication devices for phone numbers into full-on smart devices and pocket computers where their functionalities expanded beyond making phone calls. This includes browsing the internet, running the applications, playing music, and streaming video. In the early ages of the other security practices behind mobile devices was for the cell phone or for the mobile device providers who maintain the infrastructure was to maintain the security between the user, a cell tower, and to the endpoint they were trying to reach. Nowadays, many developers have to take into consideration all different avenues that malicious actors will take to exploit any means to gain a user's information on their mobile devices, whether that means intercepting communications, installing malware on their devices, or exploiting any known vulnerabilities across any applications, operating system, or physical hardware. When looking into the future of research for cybersecurity on mobile devices, one of the main looks is towards machine learning. The use of machine learning allows for faster detection of anomalous events across a network and into a device itself by analyzing the ingoing and outgoing traffic locally on the device. Machine learning algorithms would be able to discern anomalous and regular traffic from the device, and if applications on the devices themselves are sending information to non-trusted users. Along with machine learning on the more advanced end would be the integration of AI into the phone systems and security software themselves. This allows for faster response actions by setting predetermined parameters that the AI would be allowed to operate within to make changes on the device or network security settings, which allows the AI to respond. AI naturally is able to respond faster to these attacks by setting these parameters than an average person would be able to analyzing the data themselves. AI is better used against behavior-based attacks because behavior-based attacks actively try to find different exploits on the network, and the AI would be able to detect these anomalous events in the breach of the network.
So now we're going to be talking about some solutions for mobile security. As a general overview, obviously we want security on these devices in order to make them more secure and prevent breaches or malware or phishing attacks, any of the threats we've talked about throughout the presentation. Some standalone measures we can take are listed here. We have VPNs, endpoint security, secure gateways on your network, and email security. So the first measure I'm going to be talking about is VPNs. A VPN is a secure connection between two devices, and it also encrypts your network traffic to help hide your identity from any potential threats or malicious actors on the internet. A specific VPN solution that is top ranked is ExpressVPN. This is one of the more well-known VPN applications you can get off of the App Store. And the way it works is simply just paying for a monthly subscription in order to use their service, and you can use it wherever and whenever. The next security solution is endpoint security. This one's a little bit more in depth because it involves actually installing security software on your mobile device. So, endpoint security is the use of technology, best practices, and other measures to protect your devices. And endpoint security specifically uses URL filtering, anti-malware detection and blocking, and application control. Um, this can also help companies as well as just people personally using mobile devices safeguard from harm while connected to the network by using the methods discussed. And some of the more well-known endpoint security solutions for mobile devices include Bitdefender, Microsoft Defender for any Microsoft products, and SentinelOne. And these were ranked in top 3 by ConnectWise. Next is secure gateways. This is more on the networking side of locking down devices, but obviously this does also help protect mobile devices. Secure gateways filter network traffic, and they can be configured specifically to enforce specific security policies while doing so. And they can also allow for protection from reconnaissance, like pinging or just like packet sniffing, which is a very well-known tactic for threat actors in the early stages of planning out an attack. And right now, Cisco's the universally known top company for establishing tools like this on a network. And finally, the last solution to cover is email security. Email security is really important on mobile devices because one of the most common known methods of attacks and threats for these devices is through phishing campaigns. So what email security does is filters and quarantines malicious emails, basically stopping them before they even reach your inbox or the sender, so to speak. And it can allow for also implementing custom policies if you want to filter out some spam emails or maybe there's specific keywords you want it to be sweeping for throughout emails. You can also add that as well. And as I said previously, this protects employees as well as yourself from phishing and social engineering attempts. And right now, Proofpoint is one of the more higher rated email security platforms.
For the conclusion, I'll be talking about the best practices to enhance the mobile security. Mobile devices have become an integral part of our personal and professional lives. We store and access sensitive data on them daily. This makes them a prime target for cyber criminals who exploit vulnerabilities. So, key points for them is the CIA triad. Confidentiality, integrity, and availability is a cornerstone of mobile security. Protecting mobile devices require a comprehensive approach, including strong passwords and multi-factor authentications, up-to-date software and security patches, avoiding suspicious links and downloads, using reputable antivirus and security. By understanding the risks and implementation of the robust security measures, we can safeguard our mobile devices and protect our valuable data. Continuing the conclusion, the key points would be the strong password and two-factor authentication, creating a complex password using a combination of upper or lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols, and also enabling the two-factor authentication whenever possible for an extra layer of security would be useful. Keeping the software updated, like installing the updates for your operating systems and apps to address security vulnerabilities. Be cautious of using suspicious links and emails. Avoid clicking on any links or downloading attachments from unknown sources. Be aware of phishing attempts designed to steal your personal information and all your private data. Use reputable security softwares, installing all the antivirus and anti-malware software to protect your device from the threats, and also consider using a VPN. VPN encrypts your internet connection, providing an extra layer of protection, especially when you're using a public Wi-Fi. Also, backup your device regularly, creating regular backups of your data to prevent loss in case your device is lost, stolen, or damaged. Stay informed about mobile security threats. Stay up to date on the latest security threats and best practices. Report suspicious activity immediately. If not, if you notice any unusual activity on your device, report it to your mobile carrier or security provider. By following all these best practices, you can significantly enhance the security of your mobile devices and protect your sensitive information. Staying vigilant and informed is crucial in today's digital landscape because all uh, it's all for the cyber crimes, and it's about protecting yourself and your devices from all those kind of cyber threats. Thank you.